Welcome to the Bates Trucking Residential Helper Training. For more than 60 years, Bates Trucking and Trash Removal has had a mission to protect the environment of our neighborhoods and businesses by providing efficient and safe trash and recycling disposal. Please take notes during this lesson. You will be prompted to take a quiz at the end of this video. Today, you will learn helper basics, which includes employee expectations, types of waste and waste containers. You will learn about cart placement. You will also learn about proper protection equipment, also called PPE. You will learn forms of communication, as well as hydration and heat illness. Overview of the waste collection industry. When you accept a position at Bates Trucking, you become part of our family, a family that is driven by a strong sense of pride in making the world a cleaner and greener place to live for future generations. Waste collectors are essential employees. Waste collectors work to keep communities clean. Bates waste collectors must appropriately represent the company at all times. This includes never using profanity, no whistling at residents, no using the bathroom on personal property, and always being in uniform. Residential helper training, cart based collection. Carts enable a neater street appearance on collection days. Keep waste and recyclables dry and inclement weather. We service 64 to 96 gallon cart sizes for standard trash. We use 18-gallon to 64-gallon cart sizes for standard recycling. Yard waste should be bagged or placed in a cart. We do not pick up loose yard waste. Bulk items do not have to go into a cart. They will be loosely placed and collected only on bulk trash days that are designated service days per the contract. Know what you are collecting. At curbside, Bates collects four types of materials. We collect trash, which is called municipal solid waste. We also collect recycling. Recycling is materials that can be recycled, like paper, cardboard, plastics, glass, etc. Yard waste. We collect grass clippings, branches, twigs in containers or in paper bags or bundles, no more than 4 feet long. We also collect bulk trash. Again, bulk trash items could be, but are not limited to, furniture, appliances, and large items that cannot fit into the trash receptacle. Bulk items are collected on scheduled bulk collection days. We do not collect construction material and we do not collect car parts like tires or motors and transmissions. Trash, municipal solid waste. Trash must be placed curbside. Crews may not return to residents if materials are unprepared at the scheduled collection time. Carts and bags should not exceed 50 pounds. Trucks are equipped with toter lifters to be used during collection by helpers. Empty carts are to be placed back to the curbside. Never block the driveways, the parking spaces, or the mailboxes. There is an exception for trash and recycling services if the owner of the home has backdoor service. Then you are permitted to go on the property, retrieve the containers, and place them back on the property. Otherwise, if the resident's home is not designated backdoor, you must retrieve the containers from the curbside and place them back at the curbside. Never go on the resident's premises without prior permission. Stay tuned for a short video on how helpers work in residential areas. Hand throwing on the route is acceptable. Helpers may encounter loose trash on the routes. Wearing gloves helps reduce the chance of damage to your hands. Using the toter lifter eliminates the burden of manual lifting and dumping, increasing productivity, and it reduces the risk of workplace injuries. Recycle, Municipal Recycling Program. Municipal recycle is single stream recycling. This allows residential recyclables to be mixed together in one container. Recycle should be loose or in clear bags. Other plastic bags are considered contamination and should be trash. For instance, no recycling should be in black bags. Residents can typically recycle the following items: plastic bottles and jugs, glass bottles and jars, aluminum cans, steel cans and lids, paperboard like cereal boxes, cardboard, office paper, envelopes and junk mail, newspapers, magazines, and inserts, telephone books and catalogs, milk and juice cartons can also be recycled. It's important for our employees to know what recycling items are so they can be identified. If you see things like styrofoam in the recycling bin, then that is contamination, and therefore that bin should be marked as contaminated and it should not be mixed in the truck with the regular recycling. Our dump sites for recycling allow for 10% contamination. We count on our helpers to make sure that we adhere by the contamination laws of our recycling facilities. We have to make sure that we're not contaminating the recycling on the route as we provide the service. Uniforms are required for all employees. The following safety rules have been prepared to assist you based on your job descriptions and nature of work. All employees must wear their Bates issued uniforms, safety vest, a dust mask, and work gloves when performing the daily duties. You must wear a seatbelt if the vehicle that you are in is designed with a seatbelt for you. Do not hinder your ability to hear verbal communications from your coworkers or any other surrounding sounds or warnings. That means do not use headphones or ear pods while you are working. Do not wear big or hanging jewelry that can get caught in the machinery. You also should not wear oversized clothes while you're working on the back of the truck. Just remember, anything could get hung up while you're going on and off that truck, and you don't want to get your clothes or jewelry caught up on any of the devices or handles on the truck. Check out this next video about PPE, cart placement, and safety while operating the truck blade. Bates Trucking requires all helpers and drivers to wear personal protection equipment, also known as PPE, at all times. This includes high visibility shirt and dark colored pants. Gloves and face masks are optional but essential. Don't stand behind the blade. When the blade is operational, it can cause an object it is crushing to break off and fly outward. Do not stand directly behind the truck when the blade is moving. Always place the carts back at the curbside. Do not block driveways, mailboxes, or sidewalks. Curbside pickup. Bend at the knees, not at your back when lifting garbage cans and bags. Test the weight of the garbage container before lifting it by pushing the load along its resting surface. If the load is too heavy or bulky, ask for assistance from your coworker. Do not ride or sit in the garbage hopper at any time. Sit in the cab of the truck when finished with the route or when the truck is traveling far distances, such as to the transfer station. Do not dismount the truck until it has come to a complete stop. Do not stand on any area of the truck other than the platform, which was designed to accommodate passengers. Look up and down the street before crossing. Never, ever cross over double yellow lines to collect materials. Stand clear of the blade while the packer is in operation. Do not restrict the PTO, that stands for power takeoff, control to the packer. Always enter and exit vehicles using the climb supports and your 3 points of contact. Never jump into or out of the vehicles. Always use 3 points of contact when entering and exiting the truck, as well as getting on and off the back. Bulk trash can be placed at the curbside in a container or loose. We do not accept drywall, tires, dirt, rocks, or concrete. As a helper, your responsibility is to become familiar with your job description of waste collection helper. Absence or tardiness of crew members should be reported by 6:15 a.m. to your supervisors. Report all injuries and incidents to your area supervisor, however minor these may appear to be. Adhere to all safety regulations. Follow all Bates Trucking Handbook safety rules. Other helper responsibilities are as follows. Let your driver know whenever garbage is left behind that cannot be collected. Report all out of the ordinary instances to the area route monitor or dispatcher during operations. Become familiar with the hazards on your routes. Coordinate as a crew to plan ahead for collection in areas with known hazards and or prior incidents, such as areas with low-hanging utility wires and narrow streets. Proper uniforms and approved safety equipment must be worn by crew at all times while en route, in vehicle and on base property. Do not take your shirt off on the route. Do not cut the sleeves off of your shirt. And please, no shorts. People are always watching. If you don't see them, they see you. Always conduct yourself as a professional waste collector. No profanity or whistling at residents. Teamwork. Sometimes the driver will get out of the truck, which is called breaking the door, to assist the helpers. Yard waste should always be bagged or placed in a cart. Small limbs and branches can be bundled. We do not pick up loose grass and leaves. Here are some ways to stay safe and identify heat illness. Keeping the body hydrated helps the heart pump blood through the blood vessels to the muscles. Drink water starting the night before you work. If you're well hydrated, your urine should be clear or a pale yellow in color and nearly odorless. Do not drink alcohol, sodas, or coffee and tea on hot days. These beverages actually can cause you to dehydrate. Here are some signs of heat exhaustion: dizziness and fainting, excessive sweating, rapid, weak pulse, nausea or vomiting, cool, pale, clammy skin, muscle cramps. Now, here are some signs of heat stroke: throbbing headache, no sweating, rapid, strong pulse, nausea or vomiting, red, hot, dry skin, and you may lose consciousness. Waste collection is the fifth most dangerous job in America, according to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, with 34 fatal injuries per 100,000 workers in 2016. Thank you for completing the residential helper training today. You will be prompted to take a short quiz. Please make sure you fill in your complete name and answer all the questions. The quiz will be sent directly to your supervisor for review. Once reviewed, it will be put into your human resources file for completion and accountability. Have a great day.